Most chess players don't lose because they don't know openings. They lose because they don't know what to think during the game. Today I'm gonna show you two acronyms that will help you to decide your moves in the game. If you remember this, your decision making will become much clearer. But before we start, smash the subscribe button and like. Let's go. The first one helps you to build a stronger position. The second one helps you to choose the right move in any situation. The first acronym is DAC. This is what strong players follow when building a position. DAC stands for development, activity, and structure. First, development. This simply means bringing your pieces into the game. If your pieces stay at home, they can create threats. Let's take this position as an example. In this position might have a good development. At black, this bishop is blocked, this knight is blocked, the bishop can develop in the right way, he's gonna struggle with the development. But white can just castle and after that play queen c2 and have a very good position. Can attack on h7 and it's gonna be good for white. So when you develop faster, you control space, create threats, and your opponent, instead of playing, starts reacting. Second, activity. Not all developed pieces are good pieces. Look, in this position black has this bishop here. You maybe think it's active, but it's not because it's blocked by the white pawn here. So a piece can be developed but completely useless. An active piece creates problem, a passive piece creates excuses. Last, structure. Look, in this position black has this pawn isolate, this pawn doubles, it's a worse position for black. If he tries to come with the king to protect his pawn, we just attack his king. So he need to go back, and after that we attack his pawn. He need to stay, we also stay, he move h5, we stay again. And now he need to move his king. We take his pawn, he just stay. He just look at us how we win the game. He doesn't have moves. If he try to come here, we just go to take his pawns. He doesn't have enough time to take our pawns. Look, we already promote. We promote. If we try to take our pawns and try to promote, we just take his pawns, we give him a check, and we take this pawn, and after that we catch last pawn. So weak pawns creates targets, healthy structure creates stability. Your pawn decides where your pieces belong. So before you attack, before you calculate tactics, ask yourself, do I have development? Are my pieces active? Is my pawn structure healthy? But DAC only helps you build a good position. It doesn't tell you what move to play. That's where the second acronym change everything. So DAS help you build a strong position, but chess is played one move at a time. And in every position you need a decision making filter. That filter is CCAU. Before you play any move, scan the position using four things: checks, captures, attack, useful move. Keeps you from missing tactics and help you find active moves faster. First, checks. Always ask, do I have a check? Checks are forcing. Your opponent must respond. Look, in this position we have two checks. Knight g6 and knight c6. The obvious good check is knight c6 because it attacks the rook, the bishop and also gives the check to win a piece. Sometimes even if the check looks strange, it might completely change the position. Second, captures. Capture change material and often open lines. Many tactics start with a simple capture that looks harmless. Let's take as an example the same position as the checks. The question is, what happened after he moved the king? You take the rook or take the bishop? If you take the rook, you are wrong, because you will left just with the 2 points advantage. If you take the bishop, that's correct, because now we have 3 points advantage. So before playing a quiet move, check if a capture creates problems. Third, attacks. Can you create a threat? Threats force mistakes. Look, in this position, white have already an active position, so he needs just to attack. The good move is knight f6, because it gives a check and also can prepare a checkmate with queen s7 here. So he needs to take our knight. But after that we have bishop b1, again attacking on s7 to checkmate him. So he needs to play f5 to stop the checkmate, but we take the pawn again and also attack on s7. We need to move the rook to create space, but we take the pawn with check, and after he run, checkmate him. So even a small threat can make your opponent passive. And finally, useful move. If there are no forcing moves, improve your position. Improve a piece, control a key square, fix your pawn structure. Look, in this position, many players will promote here. But that's wrong, because you are gonna get checkmate with rook c1, and after you take, here is a checkmate. So before you promote, it's better to play a loop. A loop means make space for the king. In this position, you can play h3, g3 or f3. The most useful move here is g3, because it can also help the king come in the center of the board if his help is needed in the endgame. So useful moves are what strong players play when the tactics don't work. So DAS builds the position. CCAU help you choose the move. If you combine both, you stop playing random chess. This is the mistake most players make. They jump in straight into calculating moves before they build a good position. So they try checks, captures, attacks in a position that isn't ready yet. And that's why chess feels random. First build position with DAS, then use CCAU to choose the move. If this helps you think clearer during games, subscribe. I post practical chess ideas every day. And by the way, every 100 subscribers, I give one free chess training to one subscriber. So if you want to be the lucky subscriber, subscribe. See you on the next lesson. Bye.